Okay, this is the starting of a relationship. So I have a lime and it's been cut, sliced in two. I'm going to open it up a bit. So what I've done is I've got the pictures of the couple I want to break up, and they're back to back inside this and the petition. So I basically got the petition, put the pictures back to back, and I folded it away from me, anti-clockwise away from me, until I got it small enough to fit into this. So I'm going to put it in here. I've also got cayenne powder, pepper in there too. It's all been dressed with oils as well, separation oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some dog and cat hair. I've got the dog and cat hair in there also, but I'm going to put a bit more in to get them to argue. Let me see, some chili pepper. Mustard seeds for confusion, discord. Okay, and poppy seeds again, confusion, discord. Very, very good for that. Black poppy seeds. I'm also using some black salt. It's been prepared especially for breakups to darken down the relationship. And I'll put in some sulfur. I think I mentioned before, if you don't have sulfur, use the head of matchstick. It's the same thing. Okay, and I'm gonna put in some black arts oil. All the time when you're doing this, you visualize, you see your end result. Hex and hate oil. You want them to hate each other. Some snake oil. This is a nasty oil. It is so absolutely vile. I should be using gloves, to be honest, but oh well. So this is some commanding oil. It's going to be commanding them to break up. This is just the preparation work. I do the rest later tonight. So we want them to go their separate ways. So this is separation powder. Okay, and I'm going to put a tiny bit more chili powder in there, just to be sure. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to bind it up. You can put nails through it, or you can just use black yarn. I'm just going to use black yarn. This is the point when it's good to basically say what you want. So for instance, I'm going to pause this because I don't want to do this on video. I prefer to do this, take the 15-20 minutes out to do this on my own. But you'd be binding away from yourself and binding through the middle, and then turn anti-clockwise and do the other side until it's all bound up, and basically say you're separated, you're divorced, whatever it might be. You will no longer try keeping the present tense. You hate each other, you can't stand each other, you fight like cats and dogs, you don't want to be together anymore, it's over, it's done, you're divorced, you filed for whatever, separation. You say all those things and put your intent into it. So I'm going to pause this. Okay, so I have done that, and it should look something like that. I like to do it in the shape of a cross. So basically, I'm attacking the relationship from every angle. So I filled a coffin box, it's just a little cardboard coffin, up with some coffee and some powders. Coffee because we want it to happen very, very swiftly. So I'm putting the lime in there, and I'm filling it up with, again, some discard via the mustard seeds, the poppy seeds. You could add some lime juice, things like that, a tiny bit, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want any leakage. So that's some cayenne pepper and some more chilies. Okay, I'm going to top this off by putting some cemetery dirt because it's symbolic of the end. It's final. the relationship has died. And I need some black precipitation powder. Where have I put it? Damn. I had it a second ago. And I'm back. So I'm putting it on top of the lime just to add a bit of speed. So I'm going to try my best to bind this up. It's going to be really tight because that lime will shrivel down. So anyway, I'll bind that off camera. Yeah, well. So okay, that was a bit of a tight squeeze, but it's definitely in there. You could put pins, needles, glass, anything sharp would be perfect. But I think I've got enough in there. So I did look at a couple of cards with regards to the relationship. I got the mountain, the key. So basically, as she is committed to him, she is obviously quite an important person in his life. But the mountain's telling me that things at the minute are maybe just a bit shaky. Usually when I see the mountain, I think of an uphill struggle. And the key card is the storks. So the storks to me is usually something, you're going to hear something, or yeah, you know, or it can mean that you're a bit flighty in life. I'm not sure, because I don't actually know anything about the guy in question or the woman. So maybe one of them is a bit flighty with regards to staying at home. Maybe he's a bit plays away from home. I truly don't know the ins and outs of this case. It's just a breakup. So I don't really know, to be honest with you. So that card can mean you will hear news, or the guy himself is a bit flighty, and I'm swaying towards the guy being flighty. That's what my gut instinct's telling me. But another way to look at it is you yourself could be the key person in his life, but he's still finding things very difficult. So, you know, I'd like your feedback on this. It's important that I get your feedback on this because, like I said, I'm working on very, very limited information. I'd like to have a bit more information. So, but anyway, don't worry, the breakup is done. This will be deployed after. I'm going to be burning 3 black candles on this each night. I'm giving it about 3 weeks or so before I deploy it. I want this lime to be all dried out and spoiled because it's symbolic of their relationship rotting away. So yeah, I'm going to let that spoil, and then I'll deploy it probably at the cemetery, not far from here, or the crossroads maybe. I'm not so sure just yet. I'll know later down the line. But anyway, yeah, so it'd be good to hear an update from you. So for everyone else, thank you very much. It's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com.